Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Olympians Reacted to Hephaestus as Naruto. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and inspiration of a previous idea. I guess I made it here on this channel. I guess it was What If Olympians Reacted to Hephaestus' mother. It was someone's suggestion, and yeah, I kind of forgot the plot of that since I have a habit of making unscripted stories. So I might even redo the whole idea in which, he wages a war. I guess most of you guys wanted me to make the part 2 of that, which I did promise, but I kind of forgot the plot. Sorry about that. Anyways, do let me know in the comment section if you want me to remake that idea. And as for this one, in this he will be Naruto, the canon one. Okay, so yeah. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And if you haven't done so already, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins on Mount Olympus, where we see the Greek gods were as usual busy with their banter, as Zeus and Poseidon were arguing who was the favorite of their mother, while Hera was drowning in wine. Why? Because of her husband's continuous habit of cheating on her. Hestia with a frown watched her family from afar tending to her hearth, while Demeter, she was busy arguing with Hades regarding her daughter Persephone. As for Apollo and Hermes, they were conspiring to form an alliance to prank Artemis and Athena, who both were not looking intrigued because they were sitting right in front of them. As for Ares as well as Aphrodite, both of them busy kissing one another. The only god who wasn't present there at the moment and was busy in his own temple, which was his forges, was Hephaestus, the god of forges and of creation. As now we see, suddenly out of nowhere arrived Fates. As the arguments stopped, everyone stood still. Fates, what are you doing here? Said Zeus, narrowing his eyes. Calm down, God, King of Gods. We are here only for one thing. We have found something quite interesting regarding one of your sons. Who? Ares? Did he do something? What? No, I didn't do anything. I've been busy here. As Aphrodite giggled. Your other son. You're and Hera's other son? Oh, you mean Hephaestus. You should have said so. Of course we should have. Anyways, he has done something. What has he done? Hephaestus hasn't caused any sort of problems for any one of us, ever, said Hera, the mother of the said child, as Hephaestus was called by Zeus as he arrived there. You called for me, father. Turns out you have done something behind our backs, son. Would you enlighten us what you have done, so much so that even the Fates have arrived here? As Hephaestus' eyes widened. What are you talking about, Fates? What have I done? Do not lie, gods of forges. You went behind the backs of everyone and made a contact with another pantheon. What? Said Zeus, thundering. They are my friends and allies. Even if we don't speak to them, we don't speak to them for a good reason, son. What have you done? What secrets do you have told? I have told none. I find it hard to believe. He was conspiring against me. All this time I should have known. As Hephaestus face palmed himself seriously. Is there a way I can prove it to him that I didn't do it? Because he's gonna paranoid the hell out of himself and bother me. As the face then said, we have brought this. What's this? A book. Can it not be a verification in the form of a video? Ooh, a movie. I love a movie, said Apollo. As now we see, Hermes also nodded, bringing out popcorn. Oh, this ought to be fun. And so, Apollo requested Hephaestus to bring a laptop and forge a screen, which he did immediately with his hammer. And once done, we see the face then left. We're leaving? Yes, they will watch. As Hephaestus settled down, playing the video, the book turning into a USB for them to witness. This better not be what I believe it is. Just watch, father. As now we see, the story began in the screen as everyone began to watch with narrowed eyes. Hephaestus, who looked at his family, arguing, bantering like children for eons, as he sighed. Man, screw my life. I should have been the one to fade. If I knew this is how things would have turned out to be. And then he glanced at his unfaithful wife and his older brother, who were busy smooching right in front of him. Jeez, what the hell did I deserve to get this? Oh well. As Hephaestus retrieved back to his fortress, he was currently out of frustration and wanting to find a peaceful place just to get away from his family to relax, invented a device that connected him by accident to another pantheon, the Shinto pantheon. As Athena then said, "Brother, you never made us aware of your worries. We did not know. I keep usually to myself. I don't have a habit of blowing things up or, spilling my guts in front of everyone. Last time I did, I knew how that went." As the flashback appeared when he found out Aphrodite was cheating, and blandly so, he revealed this to everyone and everyone laughed at him, even his own father, not taking him seriously. So, Hephaestus vowed that he would never speak out to anyone because nobody cared. As everyone looked down, "Oh, I apologize." As Artemis then said, "You do know, brother, that some of us are on your side. As long as I am useful, you are. Can we continue to watch?" As Hera and Zeus, feeling a lot of guilt for judging their son, and Zeus, mostly because he just blamed him for treason and betrayal, felt bad. Maybe I should make up with him once this is over. As that is when we see Hephaestus, out of curiosity, arrived there and was now standing in front of the three goddesses, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. "God damn, they are beautiful," said Apollo. "What?" As everyone glared at him. "They are. And they are also something that are akin to all of us combined. Strong." "You're joking." Kami rules most of our domains. Same could be said for Yami. And Shinigami is basically Hades on steroids. You wish to go against them? Be my guest. As there was a heavy, palpable silence there. Three goddesses? Yes, three goddesses. Doing all of our works combined. As Apollo then said, "Yeah, I'm gonna skip on that." Yeah, plenty of fishes in the sea, As so, they all continued to watch. Hephaestus was questioned by them. "Who are you, God, and where are you from? Which pantheon do you belong to?" As Hephaestus with calm explained everything to them and how he got here, detecting not a single lie, Shinigami then said, "I don't sense a lie. We have a proposition for you, now that you are here. We have been debating something, you see." What? "Look, I don't want to intervene in your mess. My father would get mad if I do so. We request to you and urge you to do so, because no soul is strong enough to face what the child of prophecy is supposed to go through. The Fates deemed it." "Oh, it has to be Fates. Seems like they're here too as well." "Yes, she is. Good thing you have one. We have to deal with three of them." "Yeah, once you meet her, you might say you change your mind." And so, now we see, after finding out about the situation where a child of prophecy was required to save the idiot humans, because they were on the verge of destruction and was walking very close to it, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami required help. And since Hephaestus arrived there being the wild card, he has to help them, because they requested it. Think of it in this way. You're getting away from your challenges that you face, as you said. Think of it as a break, a vacation. After all, you are a god. Like you, we have rules in which we can't intervene directly with our realities we created. But you are a wild card, Lord Hephaestus. Fine, I guess. In a sense, I will be able to do that, I guess. And so, Hephaestus was reincarnated in the form of Naruto Uzumaki, who was a Jinchuriki of the nine-tailed fox. Now Naruto, as growing up, they all witness, was a prankster from heart. As Hermes laughed, "Who knew you had this side to you, brother?" "I have many sides. It's just that I don't show it here much often." "Why, son?" asked Hera. "Funny you ask," said Hephaestus with a scoff. As Hera looked down, As Zeus, seeing this, then frowned and said, Hephaestus, I know we have wronged you, but isn't it time you... Look, Father, can you forgive Poseidon and the others for the betrayal they did to you, just to make you do your job, not overthrow you? He still called them out on that. And so Zeus was silent. Poseidon also felt a little bit awkward because he never really tried to connect with Hephaestus aside from just tasks and jobs about him needing to repair his trident and whatnot. As everyone was beginning to see, even Athena, who has been quiet throughout alongside with Artemis, saw. We apologize, brother. There's no need to apologize. I don't need an apology. Not now, at least. As Ares, as well as Aphrodite, watched quietly, as Naruto's life filled with struggles, he still found time for joy as well as his own self. He faced loneliness, but in the end, he was able to form bonds. A lot of them. And as he grew up, he was quite a loudmouth and brash kid, a knucklehead. As Zeus, as well as some of his siblings, could see direct personality and resemblance to Hephaestus if he was bold, and a knucklehead who wore his heart on his mouth, speaking his heart openly. Why aren't you like this here, son? You can freely speak to us, said Zeus. We are your family. Even if we are filled with challenges, we would be able to listen. Look, I am a god and reserved one. I have been thrown since I was born just because I was ugly. And later on I had to crawl my way back here and take what I truly deserve. And you speak that I have, and you say that I have to speak freely. You did not even listen to me since the day I was born. So forgive me for being quite paranoid about that. The day I did, you all mocked me and laughed me. Let us continue so that once this is over, I can go back. I have a lot of other things to deal with. And so now we see the witness Naruto growing up. And not only that, he was a lazy of a student. He tried, but because of his immense chakra and the Kyubi no Yoko sealed inside of him, it was hard for him. But against all odds, he was able to master an S-rank technique, a clone technique that allowed him to multiply within thousands of himself. As Aphrodite blushed, this is a game changer. As Hephaestus looked at her with deadpan expression seriously. Why? As he shook his head, Aphrodite felt a little bit bad at the disgusted and deadpan expression of Hephaestus of all people. As then they witnessed a girl, or more like Aphrodite witnessed a girl with white eyes and blue hair watching over him, because Naruto saved her in the past and she had a crush on him. Being the goddess of love, she could feel it. And as time progressed, Team 7 being formed, going through formidable challenges and Naruto saving his teammates against all odds, even after being betrayed and staying loyal, everyone was impressed. You really lived this life, son? Yes, I did. I did as Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And it was, as Naruto would say, great, said Hephaestus laughing. And then, with a puff of smoke, he morphed into Naruto. You know, this is much better. I like this form more than the real one. As sitting instead of Hephaestus was a tall man. A tall man wearing a grey yukata and a headscarf on his head with short blonde hair. Hephaestus? Asked Hera. Yes, it's me, mother. You don't need to freak out. It's just, I usually this form and stay as such while working. I'm sorry, son. I didn't want you to hate your real self. You don't need to worry about anything. And besides, I said I like it. And so they all continued. While Aphrodite just looked from head to toe and she really liked it. To the point that she felt her heart skipped a beat. As time passed by, Naruto they faced many challenges, many betrayals, and especially from Sasuke Uchiha, who stabbed him twice into the heart, And even after that, Naruto went after him, vowing to bring him back. Why? He betrayed you, said Athena. It was clear cut. Those were fatal wounds. If it wasn't for your Uzumaki healing capabilities that the narrator spoke of, as well as the Kyuubi no Yoko, you would have died, brother. Athena was obviously enraged. Sasuke is a complicated person. He lost his family. Think about a 5-year-old kind child who in front of who witnessed everyone executed by his own brother who he looked up to at the age of 5. He would be broken. So I would say that he was broken, like me. And I couldn't let him fall into this path that I almost found myself going to at one point. What? Said Zeus. What do you mean by that? You don't need to worry about anything, father. Not like I'm going to invade you or anything. It's just when everyone laughs at you and calls you ugly and only sees you as a servant, things tend to get to your head. You seek darkness out of frustration and rage. I stopped myself because I saw myself going into it too deep and clawed myself out. As this left a heavy silence, we should continue, said Hephaestus, as they witnessed Naruto, after being brought back and treated, went on a training trip. 3 years later, he returned as a teen, a handsome, tall teen version of himself, and he met with his friends and went straight back, and Sasuke escaped again. But then, the Akatsuki, a threat was made known. But Naruto, he was still busy saving others, being the friend that they saw within him. Gaara, many others. But in the end, he was not able to save all of them, as the fourth great Shinobi war was on the horizon, when Jiraiya was lost. And so were, at one point, his whole village. He fought against the whole Akatsuki in the sage mode, becoming the true sage. And then, after seeing the witness and battle destruction of Naruto and Naruto alone, everyone was impressed, even Artemis and Athena. And Aphrodite, her heart was skipping a beat, because she was falling in love with this persona of her husband that he has kept hidden from her. Why are you not always like this? She asked. Why should I? As Aphrodite remained quiet, as Athena and Artemis and Zeus and Hera were impressed. You wield such strength, son. I expect nothing less from you. Of course, but it was due to my hard work, not because I own it. What? What do you mean by that? I didn't use my godly powers in that. That was the strength that I was born with. The potential that I tapped into as Naruto Uzumaki. And this shocked them. Hephaestus didn't use his godly strength not once, as after that they witnessed that Naruto as well as the Kyuubi making a bond while being isolated. Why? Because Tsunade, who saw Naruto as a son-like figure, kept him hidden, sealed away from the Akatsuki and the war that was raging on, and Naruto escaped, helping them. And then he and Kyuubi perfectly synced and released the KCM2 state, the most powerful state anyone has ever seen. The battle against the Bijus, and then almost dying, causing everyone's eyes to widen against Madara Uchiha, a single man who brought the army of Shinobi Alliance to its knees. What the hell is that man? That right there is Yami no Shinobi, the strongest mortal that I ever faced. Madara Uchiha, who almost became a god, and was recognized before that as a god in human skin in prime. As everyone was baffled and shocked, but the skills spoke for themselves in front of them. Zeus was terrified, mortified, and once he saw the 2 meteoroids being summoned, if he was here, would have destroyed Olympus alongside everyone. We would have a hard time dealing with him. Everyone agreed, because this was something much more than Kronos even. And then she appeared, rivaling the titans all combined in one strength. Kaguya Otsutsuki, after Zetsu betrayed, well, Madara, revealing the true mastermind behind the whole plans. And then Naruto and Sasuke met with the sage and got the sun and the moon seal and were able to seal away, thanks to Naruto's goofiness, Kaguya Otsutsuki once and for all. Seeing the reverse harm no jutsu, Kaguya, Sakura were not the only ones with the nosebleed. Aphrodite turned out to be was also as one of them, and Artemis and even Athena and Demeter and Hestia blushed, as Hera then said, "Why would you use that sun? It worked at the moment. I was, after all, called the unpredictable ninja, so I had to keep up to that title." That was amazing. Can you teach us that? That would be the most amazing thing. If you want to get arrested here, then yeah, I would be greatly able to help you. As after that, they witnessed Naruto alongside with Sasuke sealing her and freeing the Bijus and returning back. And then Sasuke and Naruto's final fight and final stand with one another. And later on, becoming the hero of the whole Elemental Nation world. And even that girl, Hinata, confessing to Naruto. And they saw the future in which he had 2 kids after marrying her. "You married her?" asked Aphrodite. "Of course I did. I found out that she really loved me, and I really loved her. I even brought her here." As their eyes widened, "What?" "Yes. After the Shintos made her a goddess, I was able to brought her here. She lives in my temple with me." "How come I was never aware of that?" said Aphrodite. "Should you have been? I mean, not like we are husband and wife, except for only name and paper. I request you, mother and father, to please allow me to divorce her. She has a right to her freedom, and she clearly likes Aries. While on the other side, I have my wife that I would like to introduce you to." As the divorce was agreed upon, we see Hinata arrived alongside with the teen Boruto as well as Himawari. "Are these my..." "Yes, these are your grandchildren. The next generation of Olympians and Shintos." As Hinata, who has grown up now, bowed and shocked everyone as she stood next to Naruto. As Aphrodite, she was angry and enraged because she was goddess of love. What I don't have, what she has. Loyalty and love for me. She only loves you in this form. Actually, no. Naruto or Hephaestus could told me about his true form. I love him for who he is. His personality, not how he looks. You're free. And you should be happy, Aphrodite-san. Because now you can be with Ares, who you love." As everyone was happy, and Artemis and Athena became quick friends with her and were like aunts to both Boruto as well as even Himawari. And surprisingly enough, Boruto and Artemis quietly got along. Even her hunters did. Because Boruto was different, respected women as well as loved to train with them, and had a habit of trying to one-up them, ending up always losing. And that is why Artemis liked that, because he played fairly and always tried to improve, and in turn helped her hunters and herself to improve as well. As for Himawari, she and Athena got quite well along because of their intellect, alongside with Hinata, who had a bond with everyone, surprisingly well enough even with Hera as well as Zeus. As the reaction came to an end, we see Zeus and everyone else apologized and vowed that they would change. The only one who were not happy were Aphrodite, the most, and Ares. Why? Because he was annoyed because Aphrodite was always over him, trying to make, well, Hephaestus jealous now. But it didn't work because he never saw her as such again. He only liked and loved Hinata and always was with her, causing her to literally pull her hair out. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and do let me know in the comment section, should we remake or not the Madara reincarnated as Hephaestus challenge or not, video or not. do let me know. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.